Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This one is a community cast sent in by von Carstein, and it's a cracking match. It's High Elves versus Dark Elves. It's a classic. It's a classic, guys. And also, what isn't classic? Moondragon. You never see Moondragons. It's great. I love to see them. Because, yeah, everyone always goes with the cheapest or the most expensive. No one ever thinks about the poor old Moondragon. So here he is. I think he's a great pick. You know, he hits like an absolute truck with that 520 weapon strength, a ton of armor piercing. I mean, 380. 380 armor piercing. It's huge. And also his breath attack, it's got some good spread. So it's a really good, like, in-between, you know? He can still goon things just in melee, and breath attacks will just wreck units. It's really good. So I love the Moondragon. It's good to see him getting some love. I always appreciate to see that. So anyway, as well as that, you can see he does have Techless. Great to see Techless. So he's got the Net of Amantok, Enfeebling Foe, Regrowth, the Potion of Shoroi, and the Scroll of Hoeth. And also has a Noble as well for that extra anti-large and armor piercing. Very handy to have. Dragon Princes on either flank. A couple of Spearmen in the middle, one of which is the Signs of Mathland, which is always very handy. Also has the Pure Main Company as well for that Guardian, which is rather nice. And the Armor Sundering is always good too, especially when you got a load of Loathen Seaguard for that cheap non-AP missile damage. So really good for whittling down things like Witch Elves that are going to be a real problem later on, or just adding a bit of damage into whatever fight you want to get into. So yeah, really nice army here, really nicely composed, very balanced, just classic High Elves. Nice, balanced force. So his opponent here, big old frontliner Dread Spears and Bleak Swords. So the Bleak Swords will do pretty well against the Spearmen, and of course Dread Spears on the outside will help against the cavalry somewhat. But in the middle here you can see the Bolt Fiends are a brilliant unit. They are really good. Huge missile damage, and much better range, actually, than the regular Dark Shards. And of course they do have, there we go, Shield Breaker as well, which is really nice when you're shooting at cheaper things like Spearmen that do have those shields. So, you know, get rid of the benefit of that. But mostly, they just have better range, which is super useful for them. Also here you can see Witch Elves in the back. They can be great for rampaging, anything that might try and get into the back line. There is a Sorceress of Shadow, Enfeebling Foe, and let's see what else they have. So, of course, they have the Penudral Pendulum. Great against High Elves. Just Spearmen. You can just take out like 3 units of Spearmen in a single cast if they're lined up right. And also Withering to lower armor. Really nice stuff there. And Loki Fellheart. You rarely see him, but he will regenerate in melee. And because he's such a small target on foot, he can just get stuck in the front line and just fight indefinitely, pretty much, you know. And that's pretty good going. It's really nice to have. Also, the Blades of the Blood Queen. Hargoneth Executioners. Ton of AP. So much armor. Just, they're killing machines. Absolute killing machines. Avoid them. Just avoid them. That's what you want to do. And a couple of Blackguard as well. This is a scary, scary army. Oh, and way in the back, Doomfire Warlocks from extra free spells. That Soul Blight is really handy, and the Doom Bolt is good too. But also, that magic damage, really cost effective in a load of engagements. If they get the charge on things like Dragon Princes, they can actually do some serious work. And just a bit of backup from things like Dread Spears, and you can do so much damage to Dragon Princes, especially if you Soul Blight them at the same time. Sadly, though, they are quite flimsy, so if they get charged by Dragon Princes, they're dead. So you got to be careful there. But that magic damage they do is really, really handy. So over here you can see a Scroll of Hoeth has been used on the Sorcerer's Shadow, so she can't open up with any spells. And that is a really nice use of that scroll, you know, really handy. And here the Moondragon has already hit the Bolt Fiends with a beautiful breath attack, and they are absolutely devastated. That is so much damage potential, just gone so fast. And the front line, fairly even at the moment, but now the Blades of the Blood Queen are coming in, and they will make short work of the Pure Main Company. I mean, the Pure Main Company are good, but they're no Blades of the Blood Queen. They're just raw killing power. So over here, Sorceress has been netted, and the Moondragon is eating her alive right now. So here you can see Dragon Prince is getting a nice charge of the Dark Shards, but this is some great maneuvering by the Dark Elves. They are getting super surrounded. That Soul Blight, lowering their weapon damage and armor. They're really caught up in the mix here, and they are suffering very quickly. Very quickly. That is real rough. But over here, these Dragon Princes are having a fine time. They are going to get a charge into these Blackguard by the looks of it. But, wow, even with them braced, they just took a ton of damage from that charge. So here, Doombolt trying to get through some of these Loathen Seaguard that have been doing a wonderful job of shooting up all the Witch Elves, which I can't even see anymore. I think they've been completely dealt with, I think. But, yeah, nice target next with the Doomfire Warlocks that don't have much in the way of protection against arrows. Shoot the Doomfire Warlocks. That's a nice way to get rid of them before they can do some good damage, because that poison's really useful too. They're just great support units, but they're very dangerous. So over here you can see the Dragon Princes are going to run off and take out these Bolt Fiends that have returned. They're not going to be able to get much done before they get charged, and yeah, there goes 3/4 of their remaining health. They're not going to last. And over here though, Sorceress somehow still alive, so the Dragon is going to chase her down again, and as you can see, That was a big hit. Yeah, Sorceress not doing so well. Way over here, though, Blades of the Blood Queen still pushing in, and the Loathsome Sea Guard, they're just going to run. They're just going to run. They're just going to keep going. And the Noble, he's going to double back, try and get to these Dark Shards, because these Dragon Princes are in a lot of trouble. You've got to stop them firing. And see what I mean? Doomfire Warlock's not actually taking all that much damage from this fight. They're doing pretty well there. So over here, Teclis is a little bit caught up on the Blackguard, but he does have Potions of Shiroi, so, you know, he can get out of that fight, heal himself up rather nicely. It's not too bad. It keeps these Blackguard from fighting anything else, and that's actually kind of handy. It's expensive, but kind of handy. So over here, Moondragon, he's going to try and chase down these Doomfire Warlocks, and of course the Dark Shards are still a bit of a problem, need to deal with them. And over here, Dragon Princes getting some nice rear charges into units to try and just get rid of a lot of the random chaff that's still kicking about. Really can't afford to let them just surround you. You know, you can't afford to let them have the numbers. It's very dangerous. So Doomfire Warlock still going, still going. And over here, Lokir has come to the support of the Dark Shards. Scroll of Hoth has been used on him, which means he can't use the dreaded Duelist ability, which is super useful, by the way. It's really good. It's just the reverse of Enfeebling Foe. So there, plus 26 melee attack and plus 27 melee defense. So yeah, literally the opposite of Enfeebling Foe, but it's super useful. So yeah, you really want to stop him using that if he's going to jump you. So brilliant use of the Scroll of Hoth again. Love it. So, over where? Where? Oh, no, Dragon Princes are over here. Yep, they managed to come in and deal with those Dark Shards. Beautiful. And now it looks like these Blackguard are going to get a bit surrounded. So the Signs of Mathland trying to hold out over here while you get a beautiful charge into these Blackguard. White Lines of Strace with a good armor piercing on the other side. And over here, the Moondragon is going to get a lovely breath attack here. Or he's going to back up a bit first. And then get a lovely breath attack here. Come on, man. Come on. Here we go. So, yeah. Not bad. Mostly killed Signs of Mathland, but it did kill a few Blackguards, so that's okay. Not ideal. Noble, just getting ragged. Just getting ragged. Lokir, too good. Dreaded Duelist putting up to 91 and 91 melee attack and defense. It's ludicrous. Ludicrously good stats. But over here, suddenly, if you'll notice, there's nothing mobile. Just nothing mobile in the Dark Elf roster. Pretty much all that's left for the High Elves are Dragon, Teclis, and Dragon Princes. That's most of it. That's most of it. Noble getting wrecked, though. Poor thing. Poor little guy. And also, regrowth. None of these guys are at the healing cap yet. You could still get a lot more value out of these Dragon Princes. So here, just easy pickings, isn't it? The Bleak Swords. If you ever see a unit like this, just charge it while you're not doing anything. So over here, nice charge from the Moondragon, trying to deal with Lokir. And it's not a bad approach, actually, deal with Lokir. Just cycle charge him. Hit him once. You know, get some good damage, get out of there, because he only regenerates when he's in melee. So if you're just cycle charging him, you're not staying in melee with him, and he's not getting that regeneration. So you're getting the benefit of your charge bonuses, and he's not getting the benefit of his healing. So just hit him once and swan off. You know, slowly just whittle him down like that. Then right at the end, you can goon him, hopefully break him. So over here, regrowth on the Dragon Princes. Any second now. Nope. Nope. That changed. Where did you cast that? Did you cast that something else or just not cast it? I'm not sure if he just interrupted himself and didn't cast it. It's hard to tell. But sadly, these Dragon Princes got pretty caught out. There's only 2 of them left, so that's pretty rough. And Blades of the Blood Queen, they have been getting shot in the back by the Loathsome Sea Guard that they did kind of decimate, really. But Dragon Princes getting some more charges in. I mean, 135 kills they're on. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. So they've got a few more kills and are backing up. Nothing major, but it's kept these guys busy while the Blades of the Blood Queen are getting dealt with. And all that armor piercing, it's going to deal with the Blades of the Blood Queen pretty damn well. Sadly, though, Dread Spears are chasing, but the Blackguard and Agarons, they are still chasing the Dragon Princes. They're never going to catch them up before the Dragon Princes can kill another unit and then kill another. So it just means that these guys are out of the fight they need to be in. And the Dark Elf player notices that and starts bringing them back, but it's kind of late for that. The amount of damage to the Blades of the Blood Queen that's been done already is pretty bad for them. And now Moondragon setting up to come in again. Lokir, though, in combat here. Real rough. Scroll of Hoth, again, stopping him from being able to use the any of his abilities, which is really nice. So no Dreaded Duelist for you. And Enfeebling Foe, upgraded. That was a miscast, though, so Teclis did take damage. And actually, if you're just going to cycle charge, I don't think you should bother overcasting it. That's a lot of magic you could use on other things, like another regrowth or whatever else. It's a bit of a pity, I think, because look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. It's all just going to surround the dragon. You can't afford to stay in prolonged combat with Lokir like this. So the upgraded Enfeebling Foe, it's not ideal, sadly. So another nice charge for the Dragon Princes. They're up to 175 kills now. Very nice for them. and the Moon Dragon is going to start scarpering. You can see here, Blaze of the Blood Queen are on their own again. Oh, and Dread Spears are on their own again. They're murdering Techless right now. He doesn't really have the armor to fight Dread Spears. It's not really a good place for him. So the Moon Dragon coming in to help. And now these guys charging him in a line. This might set up the Moon Dragon for a lovely dive straight through the unit. I really hope we see that. I love that animation. And is he going to do it? Oh, he is. He is. Beautiful. So big old damage to the Blaze of the Blood Queen there. Sadly, though, there's still a lot of Blackguard. And this unit's still hanging on by a thread. But, yeah, a lot of Blackguard. They can hit the Moon Dragon pretty hard. And so can Loki. But Loki does get hit pretty hard in return. But, again, you don't want to just sit here bogged down by all this stuff. So, yeah, Moon Dragon trying to get out of there. He's going to need another regrowth soon. It's pretty rough. So Spearmen coming in, try and stop him. And over here, Dread Spears caught on the flanks, just wiped out by the Dragon Princes. Over 200 kills now for the Dragon Princes. Absolutely amazing to see. And again, diving on top of Loki with that Enfeebling Foe, but he used the Dreaded Duelist as well. Luckily, Enfeebling Foe lasts a bit longer, so that's nice. That's always good to know. But yeah, a huge amount of damage on the Moon Dragon. Nearing his healing cap now. It's getting kind of scary. These attacks are costing a lot for the Moon Dragon each time. He's a very cumbersome beast, you know. He can do a ton of damage, but if there's no support for him, he can take a ton of damage. He is holding on by a thread. 140 kills, though. He's doing well. Not as well as the Dragon Princes. 230 kills. Wow. That's pretty wonderful. So it looks like they're coming in for another go. Blackguard, they've been keeping Techless busy, but he's been slowly cutting through him. And a beautiful charge. None of these guys are braced. Massive damage, 240 kills. And now the Moon Dragon is charging in again. So another big hit on Loki. And basically here, he's just committing to killing Loki, right? He wants to make sure the Dragon Princes stay in this fight, even though it's very bad for them. Because it's keeping the Blackguard off the Moon Dragon, and I think that is a risky gambit. Over here, Blackguard, they're being chased off. Techless, like, if you want to deal with Loki, he is going to regenerate while you're stuck in combat with him. But if you are doubling the amount of people fighting him, he isn't going to double his regeneration. So at this point, hit Potion Shiroi, get that damage resistance, and get stuck in. You know, just run in there, start wasting Loki with all your guys. Because right now, you've lost the Dragon Princes, and the Moon Dragon hasn't been enough to deal with Loki here. He just hasn't. So he's holding on by a thread here. 350 damage. Sorry, not damage, health. And that's really rough for him. And a load of units start to break, and Techless isn't going to be able to sit here and fight. But he does have the Potion Shiroi, it's that 44% damage resistance, really nice. But that's worn off, and Loki can just wreck Techless. There's no way that Techless can beat him in a duel. He doesn't even have the Sword of Techless, so, you know, there's no hope. So here you can see Dragon Princes running back in, but they changed their mind, because look at this. Blades of the Blood Queen came back. Better get rid of them, huh? Better get rid of them. And over here, Loath and Seaguard, they're able to keep shooting, but they're getting chased off. They're going to run. Over here, 112 health on the Moon Dragon, but he did come back. So, Blaze of Blood Queen suffering pretty horribly. All of them knocked over, except that guy. He didn't get knocked over, but he got knocked over. Yeah, so they're shattered. On to the next. Sadly, though, Loath and Seaguard are running for their lives, but look at this. Yeah, Blackguard, only 18 left, only 600 health. Scroll of Hoeth, no Dreaded Duelist for Loki. Bleak Swords, they're not going to put up much of a fight, so this is looking close. It's just, can you kill Loki? From that attack, I'm thinking maybe you can. But now the Moon Dragon has 5 health. 5 health. And these Dragon Princes are basically done. And, okay, shot coming in. And looks like Loath and Seaguard might have killed that last Dragon Prince. That's not how you want to go out after putting in that kind of performance. So, here, 5 health, but a regrowth. There is still magic left. There is still magic left, which is amazing. So from 5 health to something a little bit more manageable. Here, though, Spearmen suffering. Bleak Swords are off. Blackguard, still 17 left. Loki still fighting. And here, Moon Dragon running in. Just an amazing, just landed on them and then went on to the next one. Didn't even land fully. Look at that. Moon Dragon pulls it out. He had 5 health. He had 5 health. If you were Loki, you know, you'd basically lopped the dragon's head off, but it was still just hanging on by a scale. There was just one scale keeping the whole head on. And you're thinking, brilliant, I'm sorted. It flies off, suddenly comes back with its neck stitched back up. You'd be livid, wouldn't you? You'd be absolutely livid. But yeah, wonderful fight. I do love this matchup, because just the Elves are just so robust. Like, they have such robust rosters, right? You know, they all have sort of a good selection of units. So you tend to see good variety. You know, people don't just sort of go all in with one strategy. Not to the same degree as some factions might. And I love it. I love it. You know, you get a lot of interesting different plays, you know. Here, it was more sort of armoured anti-cavalry units versus cavalry units. But, I mean, other than that, pretty cheap front lines, each of them. Interesting hero picks, interesting lord picks. You know, just good stuff going on. Nice balanced stuff. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, the Witch Elves, yeah, getting focused down by the Loathen Seaguard, super useful to deal with them. I think just having some cheap archers is nice. Loathen Seaguard a little bit more robust than just plain archers. So, you know, they do have the anti-large, but they do kind of suck against cavalry. I don't think it's always worth getting the Loathen Seaguard over just plain archers, because I find it can often be a bit of a wasted expense. But they did brilliantly here. They did really well. They just kept so much stuff busy. And I thought that was great. But man, Dragon Prince is 266. Beautifully played by the Dark Elves to catch out the other unit so insanely, though. Look at that. 16 kills for a unit of Dragon Princes. That is just sad. You know, you bring Dragon Princes, you expect them to do better. But he made up for it with the other unit. And man, he pulled that out. That was wonderful. And I don't know if all those chevrons were gained actually during the fight, but I'd say that dragon earned it. So well played. Absolutely wonderful. So guys, this was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed it, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for the next one. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one.